Welcome back everyone to the Dominion server. This is episode 4. Yes, had to remember how to count. So I did a bit of mining and spelunking off camera. I got a few diamonds and some other ore, which is very nice. And I also came across 3 dungeons. There were 2 zombie spawners and one had a skeleton spawner, and actually the skeleton spawner wasn't that far away from my base, so that gave me an idea. What if I could convert that into a skeleton farm? It's pretty basic, the old big spawner room, put your water, comes up your column, and then it's either that automatic killing or manual killing, and then you can use looting on your sword. So I thought that would be quite a useful farm to have, especially because I'll be using bone meal a lot when I'm landscaping my island. So that is what we're going to be doing this episode, trying to get that farm up and running. So I think I'm going to go to the spawner, if I can remember the location. I think I marked it, I marked it with a pillar on the surface. I can then start working on it basically. So I will see you over there. Okay, so I've made it to the dungeon and I've made a start on the farm. So I've linked this place up via the nether, so it's a bit easier to get to. This portal is very close to my main ice track, so that's actually very useful. I mean, this whole thing is near my base as well, which is partly why I wanted to make the farm here. And if we go in here, we've got the water and the kind of spawning room. I've got a light which I will eventually wire up because I want to be able to turn the farm on and off, so I can actually come in here if I need to. And we have all the skeletons will be funneled into that little tunnel on the far wall, and they will go up an elevator which I've built. The next thing to do is to actually make the top of the elevator come across and then have a drop zone, which will probably be near where I'm standing if I dig this room out here a bit more, and then I could have a window overlooking the main part of the spawning room, and I can actually make use of that tinted glass, which I think would be quite cool. So I think I shall now start and try and get a bit of this room here mined out, because at the moment it's obviously very small. Okay, so I've got this room kind of dug out a bit more now, and I've also put a window in place. So I think it's quite cool that you can actually see into the spawning chamber itself. So I'm thinking this could be a good place for the killing area, so the skeletons would drop down to about here, and I can just kill them with my sword, and I can get the looting effects, so I can get more bones basically. And then I'm also thinking I might be able to add a mechanism which automatically kills them, so such as having a lava blade which could be dispensed somewhere down the the falling chute, if you like, and that should in theory actually kill them when they reach the bottom. And that would be useful if I just want to AFK here rather than actually be here killing the skeletons, because I can't AFK auto click essentially, because that's against the rules of the server. So in this case, having an automatic killing option would be quite useful. Now, is this far enough away from the actual spawner? So that's the only thing I have. I don't know, because if if it's not far enough away, then it'll actually cap the spawn rates, so the rates will be dreadful. I mean, I don't actually know, I might have to look it up, what the kind of radius around the dungeon there is, where it's included in the cap, because ideally you want it further enough away where it won't matter how many skeletons there are here, and it will just keep spawning in the spawning area. If not, I could have it over on this far wall, that might be further enough away. Right, I will try and mine out the drop area, and then I'll try and link it up with the main bubble column, and then I can actually test whether the skeleton's spawn rate is affected or not by having it located here. I can hear a lot of zombies. I wonder if there's a cave nearby. Well, it looks like there's a couple which are dying, but most of them are surviving. And it looks okay because they're all spawning as well. Actually, I think this is working. I think this is a successful test run. It's just I have to remember to put the slab up there to stop them spawning above the spawner and then just getting stuck there. Yeah, let me see if they die when I punch them. Oh, brilliant! This has actually worked. I wasn't sure whether this was going to work or not. This has actually worked. Excellent. Let's see if I can put these in storage. So the next thing is to now create a storage room and decorate this area here. And also to create the on-off switch. And any other and the automatic lava blade I can fit up there and have a little control panel. But yeah, this is going well. Why am I searching for lava in the caves when there's literally a nether portal? So what's the point of wasting my time doing that when there's literally the land of lava next door? Although these are pretty high up actually. Is there a lava lake? Yeah, I think there's one over here. Give me your lava. How accessible is this? Okay, that's not too bad. Let's try not to fall in, because that won't be good. There we go. Got any other buckets? Might as well get another lava bucket, because why not? Okay, that's brilliant. Now I can get this lava blade fitted. And I guess I could, yeah, get the redstone done for the dispenser, and then I can test that. Okay, so this is my lava blade. Put the dispenser, put lava in there, and then a sign here to stop the lava from flying everywhere. And then in theory it should just be this one block will be lava. So you fall down, got your skeletons falling down, they'll burn, but they shouldn't die, and then they'll carry on falling down. Obviously I don't want them to die in the lava because the items might be destroyed, but then they should fall down to the base and that should kill them, in theory. But I need to see whether that theory is fantasy or not. These zombies are getting so annoying, I can't find them. We just need redstone dust there, and then we can make our way down, creating a column of, yeah, see lava is just dispensed. To get a column of redstone torches, like so. So now if I press this button, oh, I have to move it because it's right over the killing chamber. If I press this button, that's clear. If I press it again, there's a lava blade. So that works nicely. And it's gone again. Right, let's see if this works. Lava blade is currently on, so this would be on automatic killing mode. So in theory, when they drop down they should instantly die. And there we go, they're all dying. So this would be, I'd have a hopper here and I would just be able to collect all the bones and arrows, fully automatic, so I won't have to do anything. And then if I wanted to use the looting effect, or if I wanted to collect the armor or the bows as well, I could then click the button and it'll turn into manual killing mode, and in theory they should then all drop down and I'll be able to kill them with my sword. And there you go, now it's in manual mode and that is all working brilliantly. And then if I want automatic, press the button again, and then any more that comes down should instantly die, like that. So it's been a few days and I have been busy kind of designing the layout of the storage area and some of the redstone as well. So if I just give you a quick overview, we have this little storage area here which I've hooked up to some hoppers, and there is a water line kind of running along the top, so items can come in, they get collected here in this hopper, they go down, they go up a bubble column, and then they get put in these chests. As you can see, I've actually been running the farm whilst I've been building this as well, so I've already got quite a lot of stuff. And then I've sorted out some of the items I've collected over here. Bones and arrows. Got quite a few enchanted bows, and I actually think I should be able to craft the ultimate bow from all these. Also some just plain bows as well. I've also got a lot of XP, 64 levels from all the killing of skeletons I've been doing. We have my little item removal chute. Basically, I'm going to be chucking in these plain bows in there, and probably some arrows, to be honest, because I'm going to have so many. I've moved the nether portal as well, so it's kind of at the back of the room now. And I've also done the redstone, so we have an on-off switch here. I switched that off, the farm is now on, as you can see, because the light has turned off. Put that back on. And then I've also got, which I showed before, the killing mechanism is I can either turn it to automatic or manual. At the moment it's on manual, but if I push the button it turns into automatic. I didn't realise that when I pushed the button it would light up, but that's only a minor problem, because as you can see it does work, the light is on and it is now in automatic mode, which means there should be a lava blade dispensed, so any skeletons that do spawn should die when they hit the bottom, which means I don't have to kill them myself. So that is what I've got up to so far. The next job is to actually start decorating the room, because it's still all deep slate, which is a bit boring. I do want to add deep slate into the room because of how far deep down it is in the world. I think that would be quite cool, but I want to add some other blocks as well, maybe bone blocks. Dark oak I think would look quite cool, maybe cobblestone or mossy cobblestone as well, to reflect the fact that this was a dungeon. Lanterns, carpets maybe, and I think some basalt might look quite good. So it's now time to begin designing the room and making it look quite nice. Okay, so here we are. I've mostly finished the decoration now, and I must say I really like the theme I chose. So I wanted the deep slate to have a main kind of part of the decoration, and what I decided to do was to incorporate the colour purple, because I think it works really well with the grey of the deep slate. And then I also wanted dark oak as well, so it's essentially dark oak, purple and deep slate. So what I've got this floor which is polished deep slate and dark oak which is stripped, and then I've got this roof as well which I've not quite finished, but it's basically amethyst blocks, and then it's got some kind of, I don't know what it is, that dark oak feature or central beam kind of holding it up. And then I've got this like really small chandelier, well it's not really a chandelier but light feature basically. And I've also got one over there, but as well as kind of the main killing area here, and then you've got a view into the chamber, the spawning chamber, we have added a enchantment setup because it's kind of a place I think you'll need one, especially with the amount of XP I'm getting. And I think this works really well and it fits in well. And then we've got the control panel over here, so we've got the farm which you can make automatic or manual, and you can turn the farm on or off, and I think that works really well. I use dark oak kind of as a background to make it stand out a bit more, because before it was deep slate and it looked very grey and all the same. And then I've decorated this storage room in here. This time I've used honeycomb blocks, something a bit different. I think it works. I think it works well with the basalt and the dark oak. That kind of yellowish golden colour with the chocolatey colour I think works really well. And then I've used soul lanterns a lot because that kind of works for skeletons and bones, because soul lanterns in the nether, it's the soul sands valley and that's where skeletons spawn. And then we have purple carpet on the floor, again going with that purple theme. And then I've just got a load of workstations which I thought, you know, might be very useful. So I think this works really well, and as you can see I've had the farm on again whilst I've been working, and I've got quite a few materials gathered. This is with it being in automatic mode, so I've got no bows or armour. And then this is in manual mode, you've got quite a lot of bows, some enchanted bows and enchanted armour as well, which can be quite useful. So all in all I'm really happy with this build. I've still got a bit more work to do with the back wall and that wall over there, but the reason for that is I want to not only make this a bone farm, I want to also build a glow ink farm next door essentially, and then have that feed into a storage room here as well. So when I'm AFKing here I can get both bones and glow ink sacks essentially, and I think that will be, I hope this will work quite well. The reason I think this is a good location for the glow squid farm is because we're deep down in the world, there's not much water nearby. I've already built a farm, a glow ink farm before, and it's near my island. The problem is there's so much water nearby that it just, you know, the spawn rates are dreadful. So I think having it here kind of centralizes my AFK builds, and that essentially means that I can AFK in one spot and get more materials, more items for my AFK time essentially. So I'm going to try and build that over there and fit some kind of storage room here, or just some chests or something. So that is what I'm going to work on, probably not this episode, but that will be in a future episode. I think I'll work on that. What I might do is, because I haven't actually shown you, but I've got 2 shops in the shopping district, and I could actually sell, because of the amount of bones I'm going to have, I could actually sell bone blocks. So what I might do is actually stock up on some bone blocks and then actually stock them in the shop. Yeah, because I've certainly got loads. Probably going to need a few empty shulkers. I think we'll start with 2 shulkers of bones and see how much bone blocks we can get from that. Bearing in mind that 1 stack of bones equals 3 stacks of bone meal as well. Okay, there we go. See how many bone blocks we get from this. So 2 shulkers of bones equals 18 stacks of bone blocks, it seems. So I need to see what price they're sold in the shopping districts, because I don't want to be selling them for a really expensive price. I need to see what other people are selling them for, and then want to get enough stock. I'm hoping that I should also be able to sell them, which would be pretty cool. So I've had a look at what other shops sell bone meal, and it looks like there's only 1 shop. So it's actually not a very commonly sold item. At least that's what I can tell from my search of the shopping district. And the price seems to be roughly about 3 bone blocks per diamond, which sounds about right. So I think that's the price that I'll sell my bone blocks for. I think what I'm going to do is wait and get some more stock first, and then I'll stock my shops. So maybe I'll do that either in between episodes or in the next episode. But I think I'll leave this episode here. We've made some good progress. We've got the bone farm now pretty much finished, and now we need to work on the squid farm as well. But I'll do that, I don't know, in a later episode at some point. So if you did enjoy this episode, please consider hitting that like button, or even subscribing to the channel for more content and for news when my latest releases come out. It greatly helps out the channel, and hopefully I will see you in the next episode here on the Dominion server. So until then, bye bye.